Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It is Sunday Seascapes Season 3, Episode 4. I can't believe we've done 3 seasons already of Sunday Seascapes. So you can find every other Sunday Seascapes episode on my YouTube channel under the Sunday Seascapes and Ocean Paintings playlist, right? Have every single one right there. We've just taken the last of our our Bob Ross liquid white oil paint. Welcome to the show, by the way. And then we're going to get nice and zoomed in, be a full screen, and deep into some painting. So don't go yet, right? Now, first, we've taken our canvas, and I'm going to put out a new video this next week of how we gesso our canvases. So we have the Artist Loft white acrylic gesso, just the cheap stuff you can get from Michael's, level 1 stuff. Covered our canvas with that, let it dry, and now we've just covered our canvas with Bob Ross liquid white. And you need the liquid white on there in order for the paints to kind of slide around and blend and do all the cool things, make all the cool colors all for us. It's so easy. It makes it so easy. You could use clear, right? You could use clear on your canvas as your blending medium, but you don't have to mix a lot more on your palette to make those cool colors before you put them up on your canvas. Right? With this white, it lets it just blend into all these gorgeous colors. Now let's prep the sides because we know we're going to paint the sides, so let's throw a little bit of liquid white on the sides over here.
Good morning, Paint with Josh.
Morning, London. London is in the house. So if this is your first Paint with Josh video, London is my gorgeous wife, and she's going to be reading all of your comments, so I don't have to sit and look at the screen and scroll and try to find, oh yeah, thanks, pal, oh okay, and then, but ma'am, it's too much. Too much. You don't want to see this. You want to see this, right? So, London is here. She's gorgeous. She's feeling fantastic. Had a fantastic night of sleep. Maybe. I'm just guessing. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was going to say don't lie to these people.
So, she's here to read your comments. So, if this is your first Paint with Josh video, make sure you tell us where you're from, what time it is where you're watching, how many times you've watched the Paint with Josh video, or just say hi. Say hello. And we'll respond in real time, and then I'll go back in afterwards and try to respond to as many comments as I can get to. Can't get to all of them, guys. There's usually a ton. So, can't get to all of them, but we try to get to most.
Kristen said I came from my London.
Came from her London. So, now that's how we clean our brushes. Into the paint thinner. We use odorless mineral spirits, just like that. This is a company called Clean Strip. We also use a company called Jasco. You can find them at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever. And that's very much into a thick, nasty cup. I almost just dropped the cup. Woo! That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Right? Into the cup, then I kind of spin it to get the residual off, shake it into a trash can, and then into the beater bucket. Now, I'm going to show you the colors we're going to use today. We're going to have cadmium yellow, bright red, dark sienna, phthalo green, phthalo blue, alizarin crimson, midnight black, and titanium white. So if you wanted to paint along, these are the colors that we're going to use, and I'm not sure if we're going to use all of them, or if we're going to need more. Oh shoot, I don't have any extra paper towels. Bailey,
Yeah.
can you run down and get a roll of paper towels for me, please? Yeah. Thank you. See, it's a live show, guys. You never know what's going to happen during a live show. It is live. Should we do a sunset or a blue sky? I think we've done a lot of sunsets, so I was hoping someone would say, let's do a blue sky.
Well, if you give people time to answer, they'll tell you.
All right, let's see. Sunset or a blue sky, people. I'm down to do either. We're literally going to make it up as we go, so it doesn't matter what colors we use. Let's see. Write your comments. Sunset, blue sky, and we'll see how many we have. It'll be like sunsets or blue sky. And then we're going to get zoomed in and get going on this guy. Make sure we got everything nice and set. Get some more thinner into our cup. Somebody asked me the other day, like, how often do you change your thinner out of your cup? I was like, never. I just keep adding new stuff. I just add new stuff to the cup. And unless I have to go somewhere, like on a live event or something, then I'll empty the cups and when I get there, put new stuff in.
So far, the consensus on Facebook is blue sky.
Blue sky. Let's do it. Okay. So, we're going to do blue sky and a lot of clouds, and we're going to make like a seascape, right? We need to leave a big open area so all of our white clouds don't mix in with all of our thick blue sky paint. So let's do that. Let's see, you can use a 1-inch brush or a 2-inch brush, whatever you have. I have the Bob Ross brushes, and then I have a bunch of Master's Touch and Artist Loft and different things that you know, I use for fan brushes and filbert brushes and stuff like that. But I love these 2-inch and 1-inch blender brushes. They're a little stiff, but they're also soft. It's very, very nice little brush. So let's take our blue, since we're going to do blue sky here. Take a little bit of blue onto our brush, just pull it out like this, flip the brush over, pull it out again, and then we're going to zoom in. I almost forgot to zoom in. Okay, let's go down in here. Don't want to have too thick, right, where we're going to meet where our ocean is. We have to have some room to blend. So let's just make a little smiley face like that. Bam. Little smiley face. Okay, painting over. Like, boop, boop, smiley face, and we're done, right? Okay, let's get zoomed in real quick. Hello.
Yeah, that needs to go in the trash.
I know, I need to, there's more pieces at work. I could bring home some new stage.
New stage.
Let's not get too far zoomed in. There we go. That's going to be beautiful on YouTube. Here we go, guys, on Facebook. Take a ride with me. Take a ride. You know what's funny? Every time I watch it, I always feel like I zoom in too much, and then...
To see your ear.
Right, but then when I look back at it, I'm not zoomed in enough.
Oh.
So we're going to over zoom in on this one and see what it looks like. Okay, so now we have our smiley face. We're going to leave this nice big white open area for our cloud. So let's just get a little bit of black. A little bit of the black mixed with the blue on our brush, right? We didn't clean the brush or anything. It's just the same. Come in here, like just a little bit darker of a color, right? That's all you really need. A little bit darker. Maybe we'll throw some of that black into here. Not going to really mix anything up yet. A little bit more blue, a little bit more black. Ooh, yeah. That's the color right there. Right, cover the edges. Just like that on the sides.
I love the fact that anybody who's just joining in is like, wow, you just painted a smiley face.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it gets better from here on out.
Oh, it's funny. I had a comment on my TikTok that said it looked like artist level, you know, grade level 3 until like 4/5 of the thing. And then it was like Van Gogh. That's what it said. I was like, oh, well, thank you. And I don't want to do too much around the bottom, right? Our ocean's going to be like back here, right? So just put like a little thing. That's our eye level, right? That's where our ocean's going to be. Now we need to wash off this brush or switch to a clean dry brush and really start, you know, we normally try to start in our brightest area. So we're going to start into the white, get a little bit of the white onto the brush, and then go very lightly up into our little blue area, right? I don't want to mix too much of the blue. I don't want it to get too dark. Don't want to have too much paint, right? This little guy, I have an eyeball. We'll just mix him up a little bit. Just have this little kind of shadowy, or maybe it connects, maybe that's a hole got punched through the cloud and you can see the sky behind it, right? Whatever you want to tell yourself, whatever stories you want to make up when you're painting, that's what it's all about, okay? Just around the edge of the light, though. We don't want to get too much of the dark paint kind of bled into this white area. So just very lightly on the edges, right? Just grabbing the sides, trying to stay out of your guys' way. So you can see, bam, 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 very softly. Now we've lost some of the white, right? It's turned a little blue or a little gray, but it's okay. We can work it all in. It'll change what the cloud looks like, all sorts of stuff. Now let's come out into our darker area and not go back into our lighter area. Look at that. As the blue mixes with this liquid white that we have on the canvas, all those little dots in the canvas there, it'll start to get lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter as it goes down. And then you have these cool changes and differences in color. I must say that like 90 times in the Wednesday video that's coming out. Because we painted this, oh, I've already zoomed in, you guys can't see. But if you saw the little blue mountainy scene, which sold already, cha-ching, baby, cha-ching. Sold this morning to Richard in South Carolina. Thank you for that. But yeah, it's very much, I say differences in color like 900 times in that video.
Jeff on YouTube says, that's a nice happy sky.
Yes, it's a happy sky. It's a happy smiley sky, guys. That's a great comment, Jeff. Comment of the day right there so far. Who's going to top that one?
Lou said cute smiley face.
It is. It's a happy little sky.
Everybody seems to be happy that we're back on a Sunday.
Back on a Sunday live. Did you guys miss us live on Sunday? You know how much extra work it was to film another video for you guys to put out Sunday when we weren't doing Sunday lives? I was constantly painting. I felt like we were doing that live stretch that we did that one month where we were like 30 hours of live. It was insane. So I was happy to not have to prep for today. And we could just make it up as we go, right?
Oh my goodness.
But some of those seascape paintings were really good that I had put out. Like especially that one that sold to Richard as well, the little sunsetty one that we put out ahead of time. It was really cool. So go ahead, honey. What'd you say?
Christian sent 99 stars.
99 stars. Thank you for that.
Mark Anderson sent 250 stars.
Dang! Mark Anderson is the mark of all marks.
Marky Mark.
The Marky Mark of the Anderson bunch. Man, that looks cool. It's so dark up here. Right? Like the storm is coming, or maybe it's past. You can always take and add in little shadows and little things. The point is, right, not having this thick amount of paint right here. And that way we can do all sorts of stuff with our clouds. And keep them very bright white. For instance, let's take a little fan brush, old nasty fan brush that we fixed by adding some paper towel and just shoving it up inside there. All right, Glenn Woodington was like, oh, you should do that. I was like, yeah, I've done that on other brushes. It's a good idea. Okay, now let's just take this fan brush and we'll just be kind of crazy with it, right? Maybe we'll just bounce it in like this, like we're making some trees or something. Right, now with all that white, we also need just a little touch of color. So we'll take a little bit of blue, a little bit of black, kind of put that in there with it, right? And we'll see what it looks like when we mix them both out together. This is a first for Paint with Josh. Look at that, that's cool. Right? You can literally mix it together in one go and poof, you've got a little bit of cloud right there. Leaving it light on the edges, it contrasts and bounces nicely off of the dark color up here. Really soft, really fantastic, and just added a whole lot of detail just by doing that. Let's try that again. Let's go a little bit of white.
Hey guys, I want to very quickly remind you that there are many free ways to support Josh and his channel. You can press the like button on either YouTube or Facebook. You can smash those emojis on Facebook. I do every once in a while see a little angry face. I will try not to be as aggressive as I normally am when I see an angry face.
Angry faces make London mad.
But you can also share it to your page. That is also something else free that you can do. Or you can copy link and send it to a friend via a text message. The goal is to reach as many people as possible, and even if you're unable to purchase anything from his store, just you sharing it alone does allow somebody who is looking for artwork to purchase.
Hey, you never know when someone is... never know when someone's looking to buy, so you sharing helps them see it.
There was a whole slew of angry faces just there.
Ah, that's funny. Angry faces make London angry.
Yeah, please don't do it. Please don't submit the angry faces because it does tell.
Yeah, it gives Facebook the indication that we're doing something that makes you mad, and that's not what we want to portray, right? Unless I am. I mean, maybe I'm going too fast. I don't know. And
if we are making you mad, please feel free to go and find another video.
Or comment. The more comments you leave, the better it's going to help the channel. So, be mad all you want.
Brooke Coop says, love your videos and your paintings. As soon as I have extra time to paint 3 kids all under 3, I rarely have time to paint. I'm going to follow one of your tutorials.
I can't wait. And I feel sorry. 3 kids under 3. You had a real good time in the bedroom, though, it seems. Damn, look at that. That's fantastic. A little bit more white, right? Just kind of adding shadow, popping in some white. Adding shadow, popping in white. That's how you give it depth and distance and layers up into your clouds. All right, the things that other painters don't tell you.
Dave Bench sent 200 stars.
Dave Bench, you are the Dave. The Dave of all Dave. Well, actually, Dave Mann is another Dave. We got 2 Daves of all Daves. Daves of our lives. What about that? Ha ha ha!
Annette Babcock said, sorry about angry faces. My finger slipped before I knew it was an angry face instead of fox. That is okay.
That is alright. Annette, I gotta show you, hon. I forgot to show you. Annette sent these really cool videos of her from like the Maine beach. Like like panning the ocean and the rocks and all this stuff. And I've seen her painting before, and you could totally see that she paints stuff that she sees all the time. I wish I lived in a more pretty place that I could just go out and get inspiration from.
Soon, grasshopper, soon.
Yeah, right. There we go. And bam, bam.
Oh,
just a little bit of white globs. You don't want it super globby, right? Leave some space.
Brooke Coop is denying the multiple fun in the bedroom as she has a 3-year-old and twin 1-year-old.
Oh, twins.
Yeah, a twofer.
A twofer. So you only got half the fun because you got the twofer. Look at those clouds. It's so soft, right? Mix them up, flatten them down.
We have several people in here watching from Arizona.
Arizona. This looks like a stormy Arizona sky, to tell you that. Except it's an ocean scene, so don't know how that's going to work. Again, back and forth between the light and then a little bit of shadow underneath, right? And let that shadow kind of just grow down or grow out, depending on how far you want to go down. Look, it just adds a little bit of depth back there. You can imagine there would be a little storm in the middle there kind of falling down, right? Just by pulling to the side most of the time. Mix it up. You don't want it too thick, though, right? And then you can go back and add something else. Look at that. If you had that right there, right? It looks like the cloud's got a bottom to it. Well, maybe there's another piece that was connected in here. Just little dabs, right? Little dabs. Little mixing. And all of a sudden you've got another little piece of cloud back inside there.
So for anyone watching on YouTube or Facebook, I will post the link where you can go and purchase, if you are interested in purchase any artwork. You are available to get Josh's artwork all over the world. However, sending canvas prints across oceans becomes incredibly expensive.
Yeah,
So
for the originals, definitely.
you can buy it in print form, and they do become more cost effective, and they will actually print in a factory near wherever you live. So I believe the one from the UK is actually Germany, isn't it?
No, I think there's one in the UK, actually.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, and then they'll print, if say you live in Austria or Latvia or wherever, they'll send it to the place closest to you, and that cuts down on the shipping, so it's only like $3.99 for the shipping. And if your order's over $35, it's free shipping anyway. So most of the canvas prints are over $35, and they're the best. They literally they're better quality than the canvases, the originals that we paint on, and they're nice and thick. Got big black edges. You just literally take it out, hang it up. It even comes with hanging hardware.
Wait,
Yes,
why don't you show the canvas print that's behind you?
I will. Are we too zoomed in to
Well,
see
yeah,
that was my?
Just put it in front of the car painting.
See, so this guy, everyone remembers this guy right here. It's a canvas print, and if you look, it's got big, thick edges on the sides.
Turn it over
Nice
so
and-
that they can see that it is an actual.
Yeah, and then you got your canvas. This is actually the only signed canvas print in existence, and it comes with little hanging hardware. There's a little baggie inside here that's stapled down. I don't know if you can see it down there. So you screw that in or nail it in, however it goes in. Oh, you just push it. You push it right into the wood. But look at the wood. It's like so much, it's such better quality than the canvases that we buy and that we actually paint on. So these are available worldwide. They'll ship them anywhere in the world. And it won't be too, the shipping will be free anyway. The canvas prints are enough to have free shipping. So there we go. A little bit more darkness because we love a nice, dark, dramatic sky.
A question came across Facebook that says, "Do you do a Pride one?"
I have a Pride painting, yes. I have my Pride wave. I need to get one, actually. I need to get my own print because it's one of my favorite waves. It's the best shaped wave, and the colors are very vibrant and gorgeous. So if you go onto my Etsy store, you'll be able to find that Pride flag seascape. I also have it on a shirt, an all-over print shirt like the one that we're wearing, that it'll be literally everywhere around the shirt. I've got it on regular t-shirts that just cover across the chest. We put it on, what I should put it on is like freaking bathing suits. Why didn't I put it on a bathing suit? I don't know why I didn't do that. Seems silly now. Why did I not put it on a bathing suit? But I can. I can put it on anything I want, really. Take a little bit more just straight black. Just so we get a little bit darker color, right? It's going to be stormy up in the front.
Stormy.
Oh, my watch is dying. It's like, hey, pal, charge me.
I don't know why, but anytime someone says stormy, all I can think of is Kylie Jenner. Stormy.
Oh, I think I said in my video last night, I kept calling it Stormy Daniels. I don't know why.
Joshua.
What?
Mark Anderson says, just got back from a week on the north coast of Ireland. Was good to get away. Every time I went to the beach, I kept seeing the waves and thinking, how would Bob and Josh paint this?
Ah, you're the man, Mark. My #1 fan in Ireland. Okay, remember our ocean is down here, so we still have some room that we can play around with. And I like that. But let's put another bit thicker paint so it's going to spread a little bit more, right? Kind of push that other cloud back, and now we're in front, maybe kind of floating off the top. Little differences, right? Now we're just not going to over mix it too much because it will literally blend away with all that blue and be gone. So not too much pressure. Now all of a sudden we got a little soft floater cloud, a lot of big black nasty storm going on back here. And then poof, we'll pop our little bit of ocean way off in the distance. Very cool. Well, you know what we need? So we need a little bit of action up here. It's almost too much. We didn't really reach all the way. We didn't start at the top. It's supposed to start at the top, Joshy. There we go. Oh, just from doing that, just from adding a little bit of shadow in there, we don't even need to add any more white to it. It just all of a sudden gave another little bit of depth and distance inside that mother cloud that's back there. All these little clouds are trying to live up to, right? Man, we're using such small amount. I mean, we mix it and we blend it out enough that when you go over it, you really can't mess it up, right? You're not going to stretch it forever. Now, let's see. We'll do a soft little seascape today because I find it difficult myself to make a large crashing wave on a white canvas. You need that, I need anyway, that dark blackness in there. And the more dark paint you put on, the harder it is to then light it back up. That's why we like those dark black canvases.
Well, Brian Berkey says, "Hey Josh, did you win the Thomas Wall Summer Challenge?"
It's in, what am I trying to say? It's going. It's ongoing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I lost it a little bit. It's ongoing right now. The Bob Ross Oil Painting for Beginners cover photo contest. I can't even think. But yeah, I placed first in the first round. I had the most amount of votes out of everybody. And then a few days go by and you go to the final round. So I'm in the finals now. It's a close race, and I think people don't want me to win because I'm the admin of the group. And they're like, this is a beginner group, someone else should win, right? But I want to win too, guys. Like, I put out my best stuff, and I only enter my best paintings into that thing because I want to see my painting at the top of that group. Sue me, right? So sue me. But nobody ever wants me to win. So I always have either the most or the second most votes in the first round. And then we go to the finals and I get creamed because nobody wants to vote for Paint with Josh because I'm the admin. That's what I think anyway. That's my thoughts. Little soft blue line out in the distance. How you make a horizon very simply and easily, right? Now we're not going to try to cover all those little white areas. We're going to replay it almost like our black canvas, but treat the white as the black on that canvas and not try to cover up all the white. Right? And when we're on black canvas, we try not to cover up all the black. So we'll have this soft little guy coming in. Woo, I can see it already. Can you guys see it? When we're pushing and stretching the paint like this, we're trying not to overdo it. I don't want to over mix it. I don't want to lose all those little differences back there. That's what makes it cool. All these little bits, little things, different colors, different darkness, you know, the deepness of the color in different places. And then just stretch it. Make sure you got straight lines. The ocean likes straight lines. Little bands, little straightness. It's very cool. Should we do like a nice dark brown beach at the bottom? That'd be very neat. We have the brown out. We could do that. So let's decide what we want to. You never want to add too much paint, right? So I'm always thinking ahead and going, what is going to come next, and what's the back? You know, what is the back of that going to look like? So if we're going to have some splash, we got to have some backsplash before we see the forward splash. And then where do we want our beach to be? You know, how much sand do we want to show? Maybe we put a palm tree in this one. Ooh, right there. That would be very cool for a palm tree. Just saying. JS, guys, JS. Let's see. So you can see we're making it up as we go. But I like that little soft little beach, like our waves maybe even crashing out there so we have a lot of sand, maybe some foliage, and then a big palm tree. I like it. You got to put it together in your mind before as you see it.
Susan says, I need to quit trying to crochet while watching. I can't count stitches right.
You keep missing a stitch? That's funny. That is funny. Okay, a little bit of blue, a little bit of black, and we're gonna make our little splashy, foamy wave. And it's not gonna be huge, right? Over here, it's gonna be very small. Don't really, just a couple little dabs, almost like we're making grass or something. Right back there, maybe it comes in a little bit more, or it gets a little bit thicker. Maybe it's not so thick over here, or it goes back a little bit. You never know. All right, I want to take that up. I want to mix it just slightly. Look, just barely mixing it up just a little bit.
Crystal says that's like telling a coach he doesn't deserve an award because he wasn't on the field. By you not winning because you're the admin of the group.
Yeah, right? Very true. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. All right, now we got our little bit of splashy water coming in. All right, but I like to have a little bit of darkness underneath. So you got to kind of decide where your little foam lives, right? It's not all one straight line. It could be multiple lines. Little dark areas that when we pull out are going to leave this little dark line of like shadow underneath. Right? Little dark line of shadow. And it's all a mess. Right? That's all it is. Big mess. Don't overdo that line. Look at that line. It makes it sit up a little bit. Gives our wave a little bit of depth to it, a little bit of height. Right? And all this stuff underneath we can turn. You remember, don't want to cover up too much. Don't cover up too much now. Not too much now. You know what we should do? Maybe put a little bit of our brown beach in there. A little bit of that brown, just straight up brown. We're going to work from the edge at the bottom because this can be the darkest spot, right? You don't want your darkest spot to be out here in the middle anywhere. You're going to work it in from the side, letting it blend. And then all of a sudden we'll leave a little open spot for our shiny beachy water, right? Very easily. We'll come in from this side. Yeah, just like that. Just not even putting a whole lot of paint. We can always go back and add more brown, right?
There's demands for big trees.
There is demands for big trees?
Uh-huh.
That's good. People love the big trees. All right, a little bit more sand down here maybe. Who knows? We'll figure it out. And then we can always blend it. Always blend it. So let's make it soft. Pull it in.
Yes, please. As I said before, there are many free ways of supporting the channel. You can share it, you can like it, you can...
A little bit of liquid white. Sorry, go ahead.
Smush the emojis. Commenting helps. When the video is up, you can obviously go in and make comments. You can still send GIFs. When I say GIFs, I mean GIF, not GIFT.
GIF, like where most people call it a GIF. You're like, no, it's a GIF. You can hear Bailey playing Fortnite or something in the background.
Yeah,
London's going to...
The cat was trapped.
Oh, I thought that was Bailey.
It is Bailey, but I thought the cat was trapped somewhere.
There we go. A little bit of darkness underneath our little splashy waves. All right, now all of a sudden you got this cool little thing happening over here. Oh, it gives me an idea to put like just a little bit of soft little mountain back there.
Babe.
Yes?
I don't want you to change it at all.
Yeah.
So try not to focus on it. But I can see the face of a sloth.
Right here?
In your...
Yeah, I've already seen it. I've already seen it.
It's adorable.
Okay, let's take a little...
It looks kind of like Sid from Ice Age. I know he's not a sloth, but it kind of looks like him.
A little bit of a mountain down, cut off the rest of our thing, right? Just add in a little bit of darkness into him. That's all we need. That same darkish color that we mix up to make the clouds and everything else. Doesn't need to be too big or anything. Just a little rock out there. That gives me an idea. We could do another one, like have a hole in it. Maybe on another Sunday Seascapes. Don't put too much paint right here, though. The reason why is as you start to make it soft, it's going to want to grow. Right? It's going to want to grow and really far. So, a little bit of pressure, right? Not too much pressure. Otherwise, it'll just try to grow out and meet our ocean back there. That's very cool. I like that. Right? You can always add a little bit of that color. Just continue to mix it.
Yes, it does look like a meerkat.
Just like that. What, the mountain?
No, the cloud.
Oh. Like what? The mountain looks like a meerkat?
I mean, anything's...
Right, the more we mix with that liquid white, the more soft, kind of white, sandy beach it's going to look like. All that darkness mixed in with that bit of shadow back there, right? All the things we tell ourselves to make it look right. There we go. Cool little sandy little beach. That's neat. I like that.
If you use the link tree that I've posted both on Facebook and YouTube, and you go to Josh's Amazon store, once you click that link, it will open up your Amazon app if you have that on your phone. anything you purchase, once you go through that link, Josh receives the tiniest amount of commission on. So there are many ways, just by going about your regular life, that Josh can make money from affiliate links without going in and feeling that you need to only financially support. There are other ways that you can support through affiliate marketing.
Yeah, definitely. Go back in and fix our little mountain. The water's trying to take over. All right, just adding that little bit of dark line in there, very softly, swiping to the side, mixing it in. Doesn't need to be perfect. We can always go back and fix our mountain and stuff. Very cool. Got two little different bits of beach coming in. Go back with that little bit of dark color, push that water back. All right, maybe that mountain comes down here even. Just add more. Add more paint. All right, that's the cool thing about painting with Josh. It's never just, you don't have to just be unhappy with whatever you have. You can add, you can change, you can look at something and see something different. Look at that. Again, mixing some of that darker color in back here with our sandiness gives that effect of a shadow back here. Right, a little bit of a shadow, and then at the bottom of that shadow, at the bottom of that rock, sorry, there'd be like the deepest, darkest little line of shadowing back there. So, mix it in very softly. That way we can really tell where that mountain kind of sits on the beach, right? And the more you go work into that area, you can always take, if you get a nice clean brush, and work that thing backwards without adding too much paint into our soft sandy beach, right? Even that's just very cool. Take a little bit of liquid white onto our knife right over here, scrape it up, and maybe there's a little more water. Just a little water line in there. Again, that little water line's got to have a little bit of darkness underneath it in order for it to sit up and give it a little bit of lift. Right, so right over the top, and all of a sudden you got a cool little bit of foam starting to form, into our beach right there. We can slide it back just the littlest bit. Like it's being sucked back into that wave. It's very cool. A little bit more. Bam, 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 bam. Take our brush. Just swipe it down. Pull it back. Now we've got that wet, sandy beach. That bristle out of there. That wet, sheeny look, right? That Charlie sheeny look. It's nice and wet and slick. Go back over it with the last little bit of that liquid white and our titanium white, just so we get that little bit of foam back right over the top of it. And you might only be able to see it, if you're the one who bought it and is looking at it, because it's going to be such a light little color, especially when it dries. Always dries a little bit lighter than
if you are watching over on YouTube, if you could hit that thumbs up, it does make a massive difference. And comment if you like it, if you don't like it, if you think something should be in it. This is your time to comment.
Yeah, speak now or forever hold your peace, as they say, right?
Yep.
Bam, just like that. A little bit more water. Your water's never going to be one wave just coming in on its own. So add those little different bits where you get little magic things happen. Magic happens. Soft little watery beach. You never know where the water is even coming up to. That's cool. Let's add something over here too. We're going to finish off this side. A little bit of a rock. Just a little one though.
Yeah,
not a giant mountain like that.
Any way you guys can share it is greatly appreciated, whether that's on your timeline, whether that's via text message, whether that's in a Discord group. However you guys can share it makes a huge difference. So please don't think if you're unable to purchase a painting that there isn't another way that you can support the channel.
Definitely. That's very cool, guys. That is very cool. Yeah, you guys can hit share. You can send it to your grandma. You can shoot it in a link over to your best friend. Share it with your boss. If you're like, hey, I know you're kind of into painting. Like, maybe you should check this guy out. Or hey, I know you're kind of into relaxing, or you appear to like art, or you like how things come together, or you want to learn a new skill, send them over to my page, right? Nice wet. Oh, look, just from pulling some of that dark color. That's what I mean. Like, you ever see those sequin things where you flip it and it's one color and you flip it back and it's another color? That's kind of what you can do with this paint. If you drag a lot of that white back over here, it's going to extend it. If you pull some of that shadow color in a little, it's going to change the look. Look at that. And you just start messing with it until you like it. It doesn't all have to be the same color. I like that there's a little bit of light color out there. Maybe we can push that beach or that wet sheeny sand back over there. Fill it in over here. Do lots of different things just by sequining it, right? Come back with a dry clean brush. Take some of that color and pull it back out. Pull it back against that darkness and change it and shape it until you like the way that it looks. All right, and then we have all these little differences in color. Why is my horizon so jacked back there? No one said anything.
Because horizons don't need to be straight.
They don't need to be perfectly straight, but that one's a little nuts.
So that's a great question. When you purchase something from Josh's Amazon store, because it is a store hosted by Amazon, Amazon send it directly, and so he makes a small commission. When I say small, it's like
pennies.
Yeah, pennies.
Like if you bought something for $30, I might make 2 cents on it. Like
if that.
Maybe.
So.
But everything, it helps.
Oh yeah, of course. But it takes a lot of Amazon things purchased by the customers in order for it to, economically make a difference.
Right.
Through Amazon itself. But if you do it repetitively, by going to his link and then buying whatever it is that you like, dryer sheets, cat litter, makeup, whatever it is.
Literally anything.
Yeah, we get to see the list sometimes. We have no idea who bought what, but we get to see the list, and sometimes it'll be like, oh, an Apple Pencil. You paid, 5 cents for the Apple Pencil.
Somebody bought that, or the J.K. Rowling whole set of books, or what was the other one? The Lord of the Rings books. Somebody bought a whole set of Lord of the Rings books after coming to my link, and so I got paid off those Lord of the Rings books. It's very cool. Look at that little face. Head, nose, mouth, chin.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were about to sing the song.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes.
And eyes and ears and mouth and nose.
Head, shoulders, knees, and tires. Let's see. Disconnect this guy if we can. There we go. Don't want them to connect if they're not perfect, right? I bet you we could fit with the small edge of the knife, maybe just a little bit of water on it back in here.
Susan said, I keep forgetting to do that. If you see a bunch of yarn in the future, it's obviously me.
Yeah, right. That'd be
Bobby
funny.
Scott sent 200 stars.
Thank you, Bobby. We appreciate the stars. They really help out, guys. They help buy new supplies and new canvases and help keep bringing you guys new videos.
Karen D'Souza says, do you gesso each white canvas?
Yes. Yes, we do. So I did this one about, if we started at 10, I was doing this one about 8:20 this morning. Gave it about 1.5 coats. And then went over, let it dry, and then when we came back, we put the Bob Ross liquid white on right before we started. And here we are now. Just trying to blend that in, just so it's a little bit different, right? It doesn't all have to be the same amount of blue or the same color. I hate when it's all the same color.
Another free way that you can support, which we don't promote all the time, and we should promote it all the time, is if you head over to PaintWithJosh on YouTube, you can hit play all, and it will run through all 250 tutorials while you're asleep.
Yeah, right? That's very helpful.
You can listen to his voice teach you how to paint in your sleep. Maybe subconsciously wake up in the morning and become an A-star painter.
Right.
But that does also help based on the watch hours on YouTube. So please do not think that if you cannot afford a painting, there's no way to support, because there are, as I said, numerous ways.
Multiple ways. And letting the videos run on if you go select a playlist and let that video run, that's very helpful. It just keeps tallying up. I'm up to, like 141,000 views lifetime. Over 18,000 hours watched, which is over 1 million minutes, by the way. We broke over 1 million minutes watched, and I was going to make like a...
Yeah, that sounds like something you should make a celebratory video about, babe.
Well, I did the 100,000 views one, and then it got like 200 views, so... No, like, people just, to me, they don't care enough. They don't care enough. Let's see. We're going to bring this out, because these waves don't make sense back there. There we go. That's better. Push that water back so you can't tell what's happening back behind here. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, we're going to take... I don't like these water lines right here.
I don't like that voice.
The very cool voice? You don't like it.
Please stop with the voice. You're losing followers by doing that.
They're running away.
Yeah.
Okay, let's add a little bit of our...
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. A comment on YouTube says, shared to all my contacts.
Oh, you're the best. We very much appreciate that. Thank you. You never know who's looking to buy art, or they'll see it and go, wow, that looks really cool. I wonder, that would look neat on my wall in my bathroom, or in my office, or in the kitchen, or wherever. It's not too big of a piece that it's going to take over an entire wall, and you can put it on those little weird walls that you have that, there's not much that'll fit right here. This painting will fit right there. All right, let's take a little bit. Now let's do the thing. Let's get our brown, let's get our white. We're going to take our white and our brown. We're going to mix that up over here. Just not a lot of white, because the white will turn it very, very, very light. Take a little bit of that dark color, blend it in, not overly mixing it, right? And take a little bit of that. And let's see, on the edge, we'll see what it starts to look like. Just kind of dragging it, letting it grip, and then just pulling it away, right? Grip and pull. And we'll start to build what our little rocky outcropping looks like. All these little different areas where the light's hitting differently. Take a little bit of that darkness, put it back into those real deep dark areas. It just adds a little bit of texture. You mix it in with those browns every so often. Don't want to have it be perfect. Doesn't have to be the most perfect shape. Come back again, let that brown kind of mix in different areas. Right? Let it start to look like a real piece of rock over there. All about mixing dark and light. You got to have a little bit of darkness underneath where you're putting your light. So drop the paint, come back, grab the darkness, put that back in there, shape what we want it to look like.
And if you want to see any embarrassing videos or cooking videos with Josh, he does also have a subscription-based supply of videos on YouTube here that are pure in-depth class tour type videos. My voice isn't in the background, which a lot of people comment on.
Your voice is gorgeous.
So, thank you, agent.
Yeah.
So you can obviously subscribe if you are interested in learning how to paint in a more in-depth manner. That would be the way to do it on YouTube. On Facebook, there is also a subscription-based platform. I'm laughing at your faces.
Yeah, no. Okay, no, you can't see my face, can you?
Yeah, we can all see your face.
No,
Josh. Yes,
no, it's so zoomed in. You guys can't see what I've been doing.
You picked your nose.
No, shut up. I did not.
Pick your nose with a palette knife.
No, I did.
We saw it.
Oh, it would be so sharp. It would be so sharp. That would be painful. All right, we're going to take and pull this guy down at different heights, right? We're going to go like this. So that side's a little bit further, and then, this side's a little bit closer. It's got those little differences in there.
Differences in what, babe?
Differences in color! I was going to go perspective, because for some reason Gemma was like, I always think you're going to say perspective. I'm like, why would I say differences in perspective? That doesn't make any sense.
No, that sounds like abstract work.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Dude, put a perspective like this and that and this and this.
Susan says, I love London's voice or I wouldn't watch the lives. Oh!
Ooh, burn, burn. That's okay, Susan. Very, very softly, very softly.
If you do like dislike the sound of my voice, you are more than welcome to go over to TikTok or subscribe to the channel so that my voice is no longer in your ear.
I like your voice. Everyone knows.
Thanks, babe.
There we go. Very softly. The more we mix it in, the more it starts to look real. Look at that sucker. Except for this one very bright spot, which we're going to go over a few times. Mix it in, just so it changes.
I do want to let you know, you appear to have a little island. Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah, I didn't want you to think I meant like, British Virgin Islands or something. I have to interpret for this.
Yeah.
For this man sometimes. Otherwise it gets misconstrued.
True.
But you do have a small Ireland fan club, which is...
That's very, isn't Mark Anderson, he's the president of the Ireland fan club.
Yes, you also have Claire Mulholland, she is in Ireland.
A little bit of darkness, just more of that dark color, because we need, you need to have it be 3D. You can't have it just be all the same. Need to make up some more brown, too. Brown town. There we go. Who else is in Ireland, honey?
Claire Mulholland is in, she wrote Irish, but I'm assuming it's because she's in Ireland. Irish fan club, there we go.
Yeah. Dig it. A little bit darker color. All right, then we can always go back and brighten it up in different spots. We'll take this guy. Putting it on the edge of our little guy, our little face. Try to maintain the shape of the face. Couple lips. There's a lip there. Got his nose, got his eye hole. There we go. Just letting it mix down. Over here off the chin. It's going to come down and become part of the beach. Now take some of that dark color as well. Remember, you got to have that same amount of texture of the darkness. Take that darkness, pull it down, mix it down. And kind of blend in with those different colors. Very cool. Ooh, don't want to see any of that little bit of light down there. A little bit more. We can create our own little ridge. It's got to have some shadow underneath it. See? Got a very 3D looking mountain right here. And you can always go back in and add cool little bits and little shadows inside of the highlight as well, because it's never all the same. Okay? Just don't put too many. Never all the same. I want to mix up a different pile of brown and white and not put any of that dark in it, and that's going to be some of our brighter highlight colors. Right? Just so we can start to change, look a little bit more like some rockiness. That's very bright. Always want to mix in your colors. There we go. Cool little things. Start to drag. You can like shake your knife as you go down and drag little things. Take a little bit of that brown, put it over the edge of our shadows back here. It just changes it up. Makes it very cool. Very cool. And then when you think you're done, you're done. Right? Slide this guy out. Ooh, put a big bit of dark out there. That's not good. Let's get a clean brush. I don't think we've washed the brushes once. There we go. Just clean brush, because you can always mix it back to its original kind of color, just like that. Very cool. Very sandy, sheeny looking beach over here. Very softly, we're going to take these guys and just go up in the same directions that we went down in. Don't have to go all the way up your rock. It's going to get really difficult as you come up here to make it so soft and not ruin the colors, not have them go too much of the same. So, don't have to go all the way to the top. That is rule number 1. Very cool. Should we throw a palm tree in here? I think so.
There were comments about big trees. I'm just saying.
Big trees! London doesn't like the big trees, though.
Who cares what London thinks? London has her own TikTok channel to say what she thinks.
You can go over there and be like, "You didn't paint here. Painted a big old tree, and I didn't like it."
People will be like, "What is she talking about?"
There we go. Little darkness, little difference.
Oh my goodness! Claire Mulholland just sent 200 stars.
Claire,
on Facebook.
Thank you.
I think she's going to overtake for the leadership of the Irish fan club. So,
Uh-oh.
you have some competition.
Uh-oh. There's a competition for the...
David Mork says no trees.
No trees.
Should we do a little mini tally on tree or no tree?
Yeah. Deal or no deal.
If you think there should be a tree in this painting, please comment tree on YouTube or Facebook. If you do not believe there should be a tree, please comment no tree.
Yes. And we'll see tree or no tree, and we'll add a big old palm tree, or we won't.
Okay, hold on. Right now it's 2-1. No tree versus tree.
Okay. You guys want a tree, you better make it happen.
Oh, that's 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, no trees.
Jeez.
Happy Little Tree is required, so now it's 5-2, 5-3. Claire Mulholland, send another 200 stars.
Oh, I mean the star senders.
We cannot be bribed. No, I'm joking. We totally can.
We can be bribed.
It's 6-3. Oh, 6-4. Come on, guys. We need another 200 for a tree. 6-6. 6-7. Oh, 7-7.
Oh man.
Oh, it's even.
It's even. What's gonna
even.
happen?
Hold on. I like no tree. 7-7.
I'm gonna put a little bush
Come
down
on, guys.
here.
There's 32 of you in here watching on Facebook.
Tree or no tree?
Hold on. We're at
That
8 to
is the
7.
question.
We're at 8 to 8. We're at 9 to 8. Yes, Crystal, your opinion does matter based solely on the anchovy thing. It's an inside joke. It's okay. She wasn't aware that anchovies didn't go on ice cream. She has now been taught better.
Wait a minute.
It's okay.
What?
I told you it's an
Anchovies
inside
and ice
joke.
cream.
9,
Anchovies and ice cream.
9 to 9.
Is it? It's literally
10
a
to
tie.
9.
So maybe we should leave it up to London then.
No,
If it's
don't
a
make
tie.
it up to me. 10 to 9. 11 to 9.
Okay, we're gonna cut it off
12
in 10,
to 9.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the total?
With or without bribe.
Without the bribes.
Oh,
We love
okay.
you guys.
So it unfortunately is a no tree.
No tree. What about the bribes? Who paid and said
Claire did,
tree?
and Brian just submitted tree 3 times.
3,
So
3,
I
3.
think 12 to 9 for no trees plus 3 trees.
Well, and let's
That'll be
the ultimate question
12 to
is,
12.
if I add a tree, are you gonna buy it? That's the thing. Can we get a bidding war going on for this painting with a tree? Or does someone have it in mind that they want to buy it now without a tree? And if I add a tree, that's gonna, that's gonna hurt. They're not gonna want to get it anymore. That's what it's all about. We've already know it's a fantastic scene right here that we've laid out in front of us. So how do we finish it? Is anyone gonna buy it? That is the question. Is anyone thinking about it? Like, ooh, swear when he puts this in his Etsy store, I'm grabbing it up.
Which, by the way, happens all the time. And if you
Yeah, it happened
flush
this
or
morning.
you take a nap or go make a cup of coffee, you could very well come back and it would be gone.
Very true. It has happened in the past. Somebody waited a bit too long and it disappeared because someone else had purchased it.
Brian Berkey says, I give you a money tree.
A money tree.
We would love a
I
money
kind of
tree.
like it without the tree. I mean, with these
Oh.
sandy rocks.
Mm.
And I'm all about big trees. I mean, you guys have seen the giant trees that we do.
Yes.
But with these, I mean, if we just work these guys in a little bit more and these start coming to life as they come down, and we create new little things and make them even more 3D, then I'm thinking less of a palm tree. Take a little bit more of that brownish color, let's put it in.
Well, I
here.
mean, if we put everything in this week's painting, what would make anybody want to tune in next week? So next week, tune in for a giant tree, guys.
See, London knows how to do it. Giant tree.
People voted more than once.
There we go. A soft little bit of rock coming out. A little bit of that sandy color down in there. I never put enough deep darkness down in here, so let's add a little bit more. And now all of a sudden, this guy's growing into a very cool little scene. Very cool little scene. Very softly again, up the side. Shh. Angles most important.
Susan said, so comment of the day goes to Jonathan Everly, who said, I'll send more video of the sunrise.
Sunrise. I love
It's the
John.
greatest thing in the world. Keep working on the rocks then, looks more realistic, than some giant random tree. Susan says, is this an alternative universe? I said tree, Josh said no.
It's normally the other way around. Yeah, you're 100% correct. It's normally me.
Bobby Scott said pirate ship.
Oh man, I'm not super confident at painting pirate ships yet.
Karen D'Souza said, how about some willows in the sand? Crystal over on YouTube says, has he done the redwoods? No, but that is a great suggestion.
I've been thinking about doing like an up-close tree scene, for like giant things as you're looking through the forest. I love painting the ocean though. You know what's funny is like all the older fans know I never used to paint the ocean because I was afraid. I didn't know what to do.
I was afraid.
Yeah.
I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never paint an ocean.
Without
and
you.
you'd like.
Oh, London's the best.
But then I learned some extra skills.
And I stopped being afraid. And then it came out. And I love to paint the sea, and now I'm there. I'm out of space. I'll paint the ocean in outer space. It's true. Love painting spacey ocean scenes. I just walked in to find you here with that shocked look upon your face. There we go. A little bit more darkness. Gotta have it deep and dark. And I like this guy right here. No trees. Just rocks and sand. Like a little pathway that's leading us out to this beast. Yellow.
The peoples are laughing.
They're laughing at my song?
Yes.
That's funny. Everybody remembers the Paint with Josh is a saint teaching us how to paint. I love that.
Paint with
Paint with Josh's YouTube channel, where I go to learn to paint. You guys should be singing it along. Yeah, very cool.
In a minute.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a little bit of oil painting to pump me up. What was the rest of that? I had a whole thing. I have the song somewhere.
We gotta put it on TikTok.
I know. In a minute, I'm gonna need a little bit of oil painting to pump me up. Walking around in my little Bobby Rossi's, or my Bobby Rossi's, trying to bring out the fabulous. I don't give a F, way too much. I got my 2 paint thinner cups. See? People are tuning out as we speak.
It's fine.
They're like, I don't know this song. He's horrible at it.
Sue
Please stop.
Mosley said, "This looks great. May well be my favorite of your paintings."
Thank you so much.
It will be available in approximately less than an hour over on Etsy and Shopify. If
Yeah,
you're
we will
interested in
be-
purchasing it.
We will be putting it out for sale, just like all of the paintings.
Sue sent 100 stars. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Sue. We very much appreciate that. Little straight striations make our rocks look like they're piles and piles and piles of stones, right?
The
Different
time-
things.
The time is 10:57 and I finished my protein shake, so we've got to stop because I've run out of protein. I cannot continue.
That's fine.
No, I'm joking.
Let's see. A
Joe
little bit more
Jones
back in
Jr.
here.
sent 200 stars. Thank you so much. over
Hey,
on
we
Facebook.
appreciate that.
We are currently up to 1,749 stars during today's live, so thank you so much for
That
that.
is amazing, you guys. We very much appreciate every single one of you.
And any form of support means that I don't have to drive for Uber. So again, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and if you could, I mean, if you're available to do so and you have the means to do so, if you could shop our Etsy store, all of these paintings are for sale, every single one on the wall, the one that I'm doing right now.
I just want you to know it's not our Etsy store.
Well, shop my Etsy store.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no. I don't think it counts if I take an image of your painting and blur the corners for you to drop it on a t-shirt. I don't think that quantifies as my Etsy store.
Yeah. Well, London has an Etsy store as well.
Don't
and-
talk about my Etsy store. Talk
Okay.
about your Etsy store. This is your life. This is your Etsy store.
Yeah, but you need some support too.
Well, yeah.
Etsy.com/shop/we all deserve rights. That's London's.
It's a little political.
It is. It's a little political, but that's okay. Everybody's got their own tastes. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy anything, right? If you do like it, you can. So my shop is paintwithjosh.etsy.com, right? You're getting it from PaintWithJosh on Etsy, paintwithjosh.etsy.com. And you can support me. You can buy this painting. If you want to be the first, you never know who else is going to get it. So they go fast sometimes, guys. I'm telling you. So if you want it, you got to be the first one there. Refreshing the store, waiting to get it. Right? Sometimes I go quick, and then sometimes I don't. I never know. I literally never know. I put that one out last night because it's going to come out on Wednesday, and I woke up this morning and it was sold. I haven't promoted it. I haven't posted it anywhere. So Richard must have been looking at the shop and going, okay, it's Saturday night, Friday night means he's going to be putting out new things in his shop because I paint Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you're looking for new items, the days that I paint are the days that things get added to the shop, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that just doesn't look right back there. But yeah, please support the store, guys. We appreciate everything. We appreciate the shares. But, you know, when you support the store, we can actually survive. A little bit of shadow back there. Like the starving artist thing is real. It's not a joke. Not a joke, and we need some help. So we're calling on all of the fans, all the super fans. Help us out. Shop the store. It is a call for super fans only to come out and support Paint with Josh. And we really need it this weekend, guys. We got 20% off on all of the prints and clothing and t-shirts. Got all of that stuff on sale. A little bit of differences in color, right? Oof, starts looking fantastic. You gotta add those little differences. And then all the paintings are 30% off today, and then they'll drop a little bit. Actually, yeah, they're 30% off today, and then there's gonna be a sale again tomorrow. So check the store, and you know, we'd love your support, and you can always share and comment and send it to your grandma and send it around, post it to your page, post it to your channel, post it to your feed, post it in the groups for me, all the groups that you're in, I may not be in. So help me spread it around the world. That's what we always ask, right? Never know who's ready to buy, who wants to learn to start painting. Getting a new fan is just as important as getting a sale. So share, help us out, and I think we're just about done with this one. This looks fantastic. Fantastic. We're going to take a little bit of our paint thinner on our brush into our little bit of dark color, right? You can mix up, you could do it in black if you want to just do straight black. And we're going to add part of our signature, which is my family of birds, right? I encourage you guys to add your own family of birds. And I'm not the first person who came up with the birds, right? I was painting these birds, drawing these birds back in middle school.
Sorry, I'm here.
Elementary school even. So, but the birds to me represent my family. It's me, my wife, and my daughter. Right? We go into every single painting as part of the signature. You'll always see one of these guys, or three of these guys, out there in the distance. That's a very cool little bit of rocky outcropping, right? A lot of practice with the knife today. Practice on mountains and rocks. Especially up close rocks are find a lot of difficulty sometimes. So all about height differences and changes. What's up, hon?
Sue Gardner sent 100 stars. John Scott sent 200 stars.
Wow, you guys are amazing.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Seriously amazing, guys. If you had this amount of stars all the time, I would go live every night. I would do it. Let's get a little bit more darkness because we're never finished. If the front is a little bit darker, we've got to have the back. Can't be so light back there. There we go. Just little changes, little differences in color is all we need. It's all that depth and distance. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Trying to stay along the edge of this guy just to give that little deep dark shadow down in there. See? That little crack. Little crack of a bum right here. Bam, 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 bam. Very cool. What do you think, babe? Babe? Put the signature down here today. What's up, hon?
Nothing, just Discord nonsense. Not you, Crystal. Not that. We'll talk about it afterwards. I'll jump on a Discord call and speak to all my favorite peoples. If anybody needs a space to talk, you are more than welcome to add me on Discord. I am available pretty much 24 hours a day on Discord. Aww. That's so cute.
What?
Crystal's daughter was painting, and she said she likes to paint. She said Josh would like this painting.
Aww. Of course I would like it. Bam. There we go. A little bit of signature hidden down around the bottom. That's a fantastic little blue sky of a painting. Our edges need to be finished with our dark color. A little bit of crimson, a little bit of black, just wherever our mountain was, so that light blue color goes away, and now it looks like our mountain kind of wraps around the side. Just like this, and then we'll zoom back out, say goodbye to everybody. Just like that. Poof, and now you got that little bit of color, and then help it wrap around and finish the scene. Very cool. All right, let's zoom out. We'll get to cleaning all the brushes and doing all the stuff. Yeah, it looks great. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Dang, you guys, that is a lot of stars. Holy cow. We very appreciate that. They all go towards helping buy new canvases and more paint thinner and more paints and new brushes and different little things. Oh, I wish I had my little, I was going to bring it up here for a reason. And talk about, Tanya Rodriguez sent me that little alien license. It's like it was like a Nevada driver's license, but the picture of an alien. It's got all these little C classes and what he can drive and the amount of space trash he can carry, and it's just funny. It's like this license enables you to drive a spaceship over 10,000 pounds gross weight. Like, it's just a funny little thing. So I called it, it's my license to paint UFOs, right? Which would look good out here.
Could you show this?
What? Oh yeah, me and Bailey were showing these last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, not last night, but Friday night. So this is one of the Santorini stones that Bailey did by Santorini's by Yvonne, right? Yvonne, Yvonne. And she sells these packs of these stones. They're very soft. They absorb the paint. They dry very quickly. So it kind of makes oil painting turn into acrylic, almost how quickly they dry. And it's very cool. They're very soft and fun to paint on. And they come in a variety of shapes. And I think they're like $55 to $60 for a pack of like 8 or 10 of them. All different shapes. And then you got giant ones like this guy. Look at the size of this. This is a 12 by 12 that I'm going to paint on. I have to paint it black because I want to do a night scene on it. It's going to be really cool. And I'll actually be able to hold it and sit it up here on the easel. And we'll paint this giant rock. But this is one that Bailey did. She kind of put these little charms and different things on there, which is very cool. Very cool little thing. Here, babe. Sweet. But yeah, so let's finish washing the brushes. Gotta wash the brushes. Gotta tell you where to go. So you can check out my Amazon affiliate store, like London was saying. Amazon.com/shop/PaintWithJosh. You can literally go there and then go buy anything. You don't have to buy art supplies. Just go to my shop first. And that will allow me to make a commission off of anything that you purchase through Amazon. As long as you went there first. Then we have PaintWithJosh.com. Obviously, you always go to PaintWithJosh.com. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can go to my Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/PaintWithJosh. If you're watching on Facebook, go to my YouTube page, which is YouTube.com/PaintWithJosh. Follow me on TikTok @PaintWithJoshK. Same on Instagram @PaintWithJoshK. And we are just about finito, guys. Almost forgot we had to slide this guy out a little bit. Have to blend those colors back. Can't just have the thick bit of texture with no bit of softness underneath it, right? There we go. Now it looks like it's blended into the bit of shiny ocean sand. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I love this one. One of my favorites for sure. Even without the big old tree. I was gonna put one like this in there. Big old monster. Then
Yeah, no.
big old monster. You know, it wasn't gonna be that big.
No.
Yeah. No trees. It wasn't gonna be that big, but it was gonna be a palm tree like that. That's what I had in my mind. There we go. Get those things to hang up right. Okay. So I was gonna use this for some bushes down here, but we went a totally different direction. Get rid of the paint off of there. Into the bucket. All right, guys.
David Mork says, definitely my favorite painting you have done.
Thank you so much.
If you are interested in purchasing it or a print of the painting, we do usually wait for the original to sell, and then it will come back in canvas print, should that be an avenue that we choose to pursue. Obviously, making canvas prints of every painting sort of negates from the original. So if you are interested in snapping up the original, then by all means do that rapido. Rapido.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna list it into my store, and then I'm gonna start replying back to everybody and stuff. So what to do, and it'll probably be, it's gonna be I usually charge the same price for this 16 by 20 inch size. And with 30% off deal right now, it'll be around $150, I think. You can ask Richard, he bought one this morning. There we go. Yeah, where's John Krasniak? We haven't heard from him, or at least I haven't.
He showed up in my life the other day.
Oh, cool.
So I know that he's alive.
I miss John. John and Laura, we miss John.
That's funny.
What?
He showed up in my life, so I know he's alive.
He's alive in your life. Okay, so I really want to. We always see something, don't we? We always see a bit that's like too much or too thick.
Don't you ruin that sloth face.
The sloth face. Okay, just like that. Now we gotta wash this off. So I want to thank you guys again. Obviously, you can buy this painting and every painting or print or t-shirt or hat that we have. Like Dave Mann, who bought this hat, I decided to wear today. The UFO mountain hat, right? And he bought it in black and green. This is black and white. I have all sorts of different variations of the hat. So, and it's nothing to do with Paint with Josh, right? If you just like mountains and UFOs, bam, that's your hat. You don't even have to know that it's mine. So yeah, get the hats, get the shirts. Everything's 20% off today only. There's going to be a new discounted price tomorrow. Same with the paintings. They're 30% off today. So if you want to grab it, nab it up. And if you want to get this one, it's going to be listed for sale soon. God, my mouth gets so dry up here. So until we see you guys again next time, either next Friday for Friday Night Freestyle, next Sunday for Sunday Seascapes, or Wednesday in between when we put out cool videos like this blue, little cold blue scene, nice limited palette, fantastic little painting. So we do those on, we put out videos 3 times a week. It's crazy how much we paint. Who else is doing it? And who else is doing it live, right? Do you see Kevin Hill doing it live? Does Paintings by Justin do it live?
Joshua.
Does anyone else do it live, right? Do they come out live and create a scene that they haven't done before? No, they practice their little tutorials, and then they put one out, and it's nice and perfect, and they never make a mistake, so how can they teach you how to make a mistake, right? They can't. So, come watch it live, come see what happens, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in and checking it out, and all the shares, and all the love, and all the mwah, and the kisses, and the emojis, and sending it to your grandma and everyone else. So, until we see you guys again next time, take care, have the rest of a good day, and ba-bow! Ba-boom!
Bye, guys.
Go check Etsy. Love yas.